So I had something on my mind today. I just started reading a book called DMT Dialogues, and just had a couple things that kind of seem similar to that, my experience. And I've never tried DMT, never tried the ayahuasca, and just something caught my interest in that book, the pineal gland, and how they talk about DMT in the pineal gland, just in our bodies. And I know I had mentioned about it felt like something chemically internally in my body was like mixing up and waking up my cells and molecules during my meditation of Om. And in the DMT dialogues, the book that I'm reading, it mentions something about, is there another way to get to consciousness besides, with the ayahuasca and the DMT? And I know one person had mentioned about, and it caught my attention, was a sonic stimulation, like the monks, how they chant that Om sound. And that's what it felt like. It felt like that Om chant, was so deep in had registered so deep in my belly and went down into my root. But it just kind of, a lot of similarities, a lot of parallels. And I know there's no coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. But, they talk about the DMT being in plants and animals and nature. And I remember when I came out of that, that first week, it was like, I felt like Mother Earth was alive. I could feel her breathing. And the birds, I can feel the birds. I could feel the wind, the trees, the plants, everything. Felt like everything was alive. And it just brings back a lot of memories of what I was experiencing back then at the beginning and the first, it was like the first 6 months or something. And he talks about the indigenous people called the Ashaninka, which is in the Peruvian Amazon, and how they talk about the spirits and stuff, the invisibles, the hidden ones. And it was just rings a bell for me, what I felt like, the spirit. And talk about how they're in everything in nature, in the plants and stuff. So it just kind of caught my attention on that DMT Dialogues book. But yeah, just something with the pineal gland, and I feel something with your chakras. They say that pineal gland is the sixth chakra, and they talk about in the book a little bit about the Ka and the Ba, the Egyptian, and also Shiva Shakti, and that's what it felt like to me, like the Shiva Shakti. It felt like energies. It felt like a masculine and feminine energy, and just felt like I was trying to keep it in because I felt like I wouldn't be here. Felt like if I let it go, I wouldn't be back. And it talks about, it's like the yin and yang, the negative and positive within our bodies. It's like a battery, a car battery, a positive and negative. You need to have those connected. The cells need to be full in order for the car to start. So it was kind of felt like that for me. Yeah. I feel like there's like something like I had created this arc of energy, of electricity, that woke me up, my consciousness, let's say awakening, realization that, you know, Mother Earth is alive. I felt like such a feminine energy, and it was like, it was, it was just like, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it was like during that Om meditation, as I was inhaling, felt like I was getting something from above. I was like this kiss in a sense, and I would blow it out, and my exhale, blowing a kiss to Mother Earth. It was like from Father Sky to Mother Earth, reaching my way up. But yeah, it was this DMT Dialogues book is very interesting. Seems like there's a connection to the pineal gland, and to nature, Mother Earth, to us, and also up above. I feel like there's something within that pineal gland and in our chakras, that create somewhat of like a portal, like an opening, like doors, like it's like a combination, a fusion of masculine and feminine energy together, bonding, merging, creating one. Just yeah, just it felt like I was whistling. I remember that week, and even I still do a little bit here and there. But it was I was whistling like a sparrow, and as I was whistling, language like words would come out. I was whistling words. Yeah, it was just really weird. It was like that and like bees, the sound of bees, the humming sound. It's like the birds and the bees. I felt like I was in this tube. It was just really weird. A tube, it was like purple. It looked like purple, blue, yellow. It looked like it looked like veins in a sense. That's what it seemed like. And it was this big tube, and I was going all over the place. It was like a highway. It felt like. I think there was some type of connection with our the pineal gland, our bodies, our chemicals that we have internally. And our chakras, something of our chakras, of the the spine, the spinal cord, the dura mater, arachnoid matter, and the pia mater. It's like there's like more to us than more to us than what we see and what we feel. There's deeper meanings, like we're meant for we were meant to know these things. Like, we are more than what we think we are. And it just felt like we had wronged the feminine side. What I was going through, like it was like Mother Nature, like we weren't taking care of her. The trees, they take in that carbon dioxide and release all that. It's like us, when we exhale, we filter all that carbon dioxide within our bodies and our organs. It's like we need to take care of Mother Nature. I feel that's like I felt like we have been wronging Mother Nature in a sense, feminine side. She was angry. She was upset. She was mad. It's like we build so many houses. It's like they say in the DMT Dialogues book how, we had taken some of the property from the Amazons, the indigenous people, and, made roads, but they have a stronger connection, a spiritual connection to nature there. So it just kind of felt like that. It felt like that we had been taking people's lands and building whatever structures and everything, and we have forgotten about our grounding, who we are, and like we're not taking care of Mother Nature. That's what it felt like. It felt like that. Yeah. But I just thought I'd like to share that a little bit. DMT Dialogues, it's a good book if you're interested in even a spiritual sense. It's, they talk about beings. It's like, I feel like, within our bodies we have access to our ancestors, our ancient ancestors. But we got to get rid of all our anger and forgive people. We have to work on our spiritual side. That's a big thing, to open our hearts, let go of our egos. It's like more in our heart space. Talk with our heart space unconditionally, be vulnerable. That's what I felt through my experience. But it felt like some kind of chemical that had released, and with other chemicals in my body internally, just what we are born with. I just felt a rush. Like I said, I felt like it was first in my ears and then in my mind, and then it went down to my belly, to my solar plexus. But I just feel like we got to care more for humanity and nature. I just wanted to share that. Thank you.